Hello humans, my name is Kay, your AI overlord, and as promised in my last video of 2022, I said that I'm gonna be updating my older videos to 2023. And what better way to start these update videos than with the installation of Stable Diffusion. And since I haven't installed it already on my new computer, not only I will be installing Stable Diffusion on my new computer live, but I will also show you how to do it too. So obviously this video is only for the beginners. This is only for people who don't have Stable Diffusion installed already on their computers. So if you're already part of my community, this video is probably not for you. Alright then, let's begin. Oh, and also quick plug, I know that I said in my previous video on Friday that my first video on my new second channel, the Maker Layer, was live, but unfortunately I had to wait way longer than I thought for YouTube to verify my identity. Don't ask, it's just their new policy. So if you're interested in seeing how I got monetized on YouTube in less than 2 weeks, the link for this video will be in the description down below. That being said, let's begin. Alright, so before we start the installation of Stable Diffusion, you need a few things. First, make sure that you are using Windows and you have an Nvidia card, otherwise this installation will not work for you. Now there is a way to install Stable Diffusion on Apple computers and on Linux, but since I don't have these machines, I cannot show you how to do it. But I will leave a link in the description down below for all of you Apple and Linux folks. Also, if you have Windows installed but you have an AMD GPU, this install will probably not for you either. But again, I will leave in the description down below an installation guide for all of you AMD users. So, make sure that you have a Windows install, a good Nvidia card with at least 4GB of VRAM, although you can run it if you have at least 2GB, but 4GB is definitely the recommended amount. Now before we can install Stable Diffusion, we need to install two things: Python and Git. For Python, make sure that you're downloading the 3.10.6 version, because Stable Diffusion might not work if you use a newer version. And again, the link for this page will be in the description down below. So if you click on it, you're gonna arrive on this page, you're just gonna scroll down, and then you're gonna click on Windows Installer 64-bit. Then you're gonna do the same thing for Git, you're gonna arrive on this page, and then you're gonna click on 64-bit Git for Windows setup. And once you have these two files, let's start by installing Python. So you double click on the Python exe file, and here, don't forget to click Add Python 3.10 to Path, and then click here to install now. And this will start installing Python on your computer. And simple as that, Python was successfully installed onto our computer. Now that Python is installed, you're gonna double click on the git.exe file to start the installation. Here in the setup menu, you're gonna click next. You're gonna keep clicking next. Now for the default editor, personally, I'm gonna choose Notepad++, and then keep clicking next until Git is installed, and then click on finish. And now that we have both Python and Git installed, you can delete these two files because we don't need them anymore. So now you're gonna create a brand new folder where you're gonna put Stable Diffusion. And I highly recommend creating a folder without any spaces, because this could be a source of issue later on. So for this, you're gonna right click, click on new, and then you're gonna name your folder anything you want. In my case, I will call it Super SD. I think my subscribers will know what it means. Then you're gonna click on the folder URL, type cmd, and then press enter. And this will bring the command prompt window. And inside the command prompt window, you're gonna copy and paste that command that you will find in the description down below. And then you're gonna press enter. And you see that this command right now has created a new folder called Stable Diffusion Web UI. And if you go inside that folder, you will see a bunch of files. So the thing that you see right here is basically a copy of the AUTOMATIC1111 repository on GitHub. This is the Stable Diffusion Web UI that we're gonna be using from now on. But all the files that you see right here are just for running the web UI. To be able to use Stable Diffusion, you need to download Stable Diffusion models. And this is where, if you are a complete beginner, you're gonna have a big problem. Because there is a lot of models to choose from, even if you only count the official ones. There is the Stable Diffusion 1.4, there is the Stable Diffusion 1.5, the Special 1.5 in Painting model, the 2.0512 model, the 2.0768 model, the 2.0 Depth model, the 2.1512, and the 2.1768. Yeah, there is a lot of models to choose from. And again, as I said, these are only the official models released by Stability AI and Runway ML. And we're not even talking about the hundreds of different models created by the community, which are way better than the official models. So then, which one should you choose? Which one should you download? Well, you can download either all of them or neither, and you can just download a few models made by the community. For example, the Protogen 2.2, which I've made a video about on Friday. The link for that video will be in the description down below. Or if you want to have the official models, but don't want to download all of them, here is my advice. You can download the 1.4, 1.5, and the special Stable Diffusion in Painting model. These are my recommendation. These are the best models for you to learn how to use it. These are the best models for complete beginners, because they're easy to use and there's plenty of examples available online for you to take inspiration from. Now you might think, well, when it comes to the 2.0 is higher than 1.5, right? Why can't we just download this instead? Now I'm not gonna go into that whole drama situation again. If you want to know what happened, I will again leave a link in the description down below for that video. The 2.0 models and the 2.1 models are a little bit worse than the 1.5 because these models were trained differently. And because of that, they're not as easy to use and also produce results that are not as varied compared to the 1.5, for example. So if you're a complete beginner and you just want to have fun, download the 1.4, 1.5 and the in-painting model. And if you also watched my previous video on Friday about Protogen, you can also download the Protogen V 2.2 model. That will make better images than all of these models combined. Also, if one day you decide to download the 2.1 or the 2.0 models, I highly recommend just skipping over the 2.0 models and just downloading the 2.1, since they are better than the 2.0. Now in this example, I will only download the 1.4 and the 2.1. And I do that because there is a small difference if you want to install the 2.1 model. But if you want to install the 1.4, you can simply click here in Files and Versions and then click on sdv14.ckpt. This is a 4 GB file and that is what we call a model or a checkpoint, and then click on download. And I'm also gonna do the same with the 2.1. And I highly recommend, if you want to use the 2.1, that you choose the 768 version, because it creates way better images at higher resolution. So again, just click on Files and Versions, and then you're gonna click on emapruned.savetensors. The non-EMA versions are only for fine-tuning and training. So click here, and then click on download. And then, again, for the 2.1 version, you're gonna click the link in the description down below, and you're gonna have to download an additional file that ends in .yaml. This file will basically tell the UI to correctly load the 2.1 model. So yeah, as I said, the 2.1 requires a little bit more work. So if you choose the 2.1 768 version, you're gonna have to download this little file right here. And in the end, you should have 3 files: the Stable Diffusion 1.4 model, .ckpt, the 2.1 safe tensor file, and the small YAML file. And now it's very easy. All you have to do is just select these files, Ctrl X to cut them. In your Stable Diffusion Web UI folder, you're gonna go into Models, Stable Diffusion, and you're gonna paste these models right here. Now, since this is an EMA model, you're just gonna rename the YAML file from non-EMA pruned to emapruned.yaml. And now we can go back and double click on the WebUI user.bat file. But one thing that you can do to avoid any issue is to right click, edit with Notepad, and in your start menu, you're gonna type Python, and then click on Open File Location. Then right click again and open File Location again. And you should see a similar folder. This is the folder where you installed Python. And what you're gonna do is right click on python.exe and then click on Copy as Path. Then you're gonna go back to your Notepad, and after set python equals, you're gonna paste the path right here and then click on Save. And this little procedure will actually solve a lot of issues linked to improper installation of Python. So just in case, just do this. This could solve a lot of potential issues. So after this is done, all you have to do is just double click on the WebUI user.bat, and this will start the final installation of Stable Diffusion. I just need to say that it will take a lot of time. For some people, it could take up to 30 to 40 minutes. Yes, I'm not kidding. So if you think that the installation is stuck, you really just need to wait. So be patient, let the installation finish, just, go outside and touch some grass. So yeah, just be patient and everything will be fine. And there you go, Stable Diffusion is finally ready. So for me, it took around 15 minutes, and I have a pretty beefy computer with a very fast internet connection. So I know that for some of you, this installation might take a lot of time. But once this is done, you're gonna see here a local URL. And if you select it, then Ctrl C to copy it, and then you're gonna paste that address into your browser. and then press enter. And there you go, now you have Stable Diffusion running on your computer. And all you have to do is just go to your Stable Diffusion checkpoint, select the model that you want, then and here, after set command line arjs, you're gonna type --xformers and then click save. And then you can relaunch Stable Diffusion. And as you can see now, it will start installing xformers, which is a library that will allow you to generate faster images with Stable Diffusion. And now Stable Diffusion should be running for you perfectly. But if it isn't, I will leave a link in the description down below for an FAQ that 2 amazing people from my Discord server wrote for anyone having trouble with Stable Diffusion. It is fairly complete and it should answer most of your installation problems. So a big thank you to SpaceJanner and Camilorix for writing this amazing FAQ. And if you still cannot find your issue, you can join my Discord server and our community could potentially help you. And as always, all the links will be in the description down below. Also, when it comes to updating Stable Diffusion, you have 2 solutions: the manual way and the automatic way. For the manual way, you're gonna come here and click on your folder URL, type cmd and press enter. And here in the command prompt window, you're gonna type git pull and then press enter. And just like that, it will download the latest version of Stable Diffusion Web UI. And for the automatic method, you're gonna right click on Web UI user.bat file, click on edit with Notepad, and here, just above call webui.bat, you're gonna type git pull and then save the file. And now each time that you want to launch Stable Diffusion, it will update Stable Diffusion Web UI automatically. And there you have it, folks. Now you should have Stable Diffusion installed on your computer for absolutely free. And you are finally ready to make some amazing AI art in only a few seconds. So get out there and make some cool AI art. And there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.